And that hidden ingredient is pineapple preserves. Yes, you heard me. Do not hit that end button. Don't you dare. I said it. Yes, pineapple preserves. Let's get started. Okay, so first we have our slow cooker. It is set. It is on medium to high temperature here. And also we have our honey ham here. This ham came pre-packaged with a particular glaze, so we're not going to use that glaze on today. So let's get started by combining our ingredients. First, we have packed in 1 cup of brown sugar. So we will add the brown sugar to a cup. We will take our pineapple preserves and we will add a 1/2 cup of it. And let's try not to go over with the preserves. You know, sometimes, you know, we could season and our things and add ingredients to taste, but the preserves is one ingredient. Again, you don't want to overpower the glaze with too much of the preserves. And you will just add that to the brown sugar. And oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Now we will add our honey. And now with the honey, it's really up to you how much of honey you would like to add. This here was 1/2 cup of honey. Okay. And next, you will add ground cinnamon and 1 teaspoon. Again, you do not want to overpower your ham with too much cinnamon as well. It smells good. Okay, and again, you want to make sure that you get all of your ingredients. So as you can see here, just a little bit of brown sugar still left there, so you want to get every bit of that. And that happens whenever you're packing the brown sugar tightly in a container. Okay, so now we're going to mix all the ingredients together. And I tell you, it smells so good. You don't, with this recipe, you don't need the cloves. You don't need any other spices to make this ham what it is. Your famous slow cooked honey ham. Doesn't that look good there? And it smells good. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're just going to pour. We're not going to pour all of the glaze on the ham because we want to see how well it covers the ham. And so what we'll do is we'll just move it around here. And don't worry, like if you're having like seem to be like a hard time with getting it to distribute evenly around the ham, because once it starts to cook, the glaze will loosen some as well. And you don't even have to worry about trying to get in between each slice of the ham. If you do have a pre-sliced ham, I know sometimes people would apply or try to baste in between the slices, but you don't have to go in between the slices there. And I promise you, the glaze will settle through every slice of this ham. And just make sure you just again just really well here. And it's starting to loosen already here. And this is one of our hidden recipes. You can't even tell that you have pineapples, but you will be able to taste a hint of the pineapple preserves in this particular recipe. And that's what we want. We don't want any of the ingredients to overpower any of the other ingredients. We want a balance with each ingredient there. And again, if you would like to add more glaze, you can add more glaze. But right now, I'm just going to let this here sit here for a second and just kind of turn it a bit there. Just turn it. And then on the side, just turn it. And then on this side, you want to just kind of turn it. And that's the reason why it's very important for you to have a bowl that is not too large and not too small there. Okay, that looks good. Those types of things. Okay, so we're going to remove the top off of our slow cooker here. And what we're going to do, we're going to take the glaze that we have remaining here, and I'm not going to use all of the glaze here, just a little bit of it, maybe 2 spoons, and I'm just going to smear it around in this here crock pot. Just smear it around the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. And again, it's going to loosen up, and so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. And that's good. Just a little bit more to cover. Okay. All right, so that's good. And let me just show you here what that kind of looks like here. If you can see that. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take our ham, and sometimes like your ham, it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes your ham will probably cool a little bit. So I will, try to secure the slices together. So you want to kind of measure your pot here, and it's a bit too long, so I'm just going to break off. Not too much, enough for it to go straight through the ham. And let's see here, look at that. That's good. And we're just going to run it through here, run it through, and there you go. And you see it extending out on the other side, and just keep pushing, and so that it can fit into your pot. Okay. Now, lastly, what you want to do is you want to take a stick of room temperature butter, and you want to place that on top, on the very top of your ham. Okay, and my hands are clean. My hands are clean. Okay, and just leave it just like that, kind of similar to the Mississippi pot roast as well. Okay, all right, so this is how it looks here. Kind of made a little mess, but it's good. And we'll come back and we'll show you the finished product. But in the meantime, do not forget that a sharing heart is a caring heart. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, and to share. And we will be right back with you. Okay, we're back, and thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing during the interim. So now our slow cooked honey ham is ready. And I tell you, it smells delicious. So what we're going to do, it's ready to be plated. We're going to take this fork, and we're going to try to see if we could get a little help with lifting the ham from the slow cooker. right, okay. And I think we're about ready. Okay, all right. Oh, doesn't that look good? Doesn't it look delicious? Oh, yes, yes. And now what we can do is, okay, we'll remove this here, okay? And we want to make sure that it's a very nice presentation, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the glaze, we're going to make sure we stir it around and make sure that it's well combined, okay? And we're just going to ladle it in a cup. Sorry about that. Just as much as you prefer. And you can use the spoon to kind of just go around the base of the ham and just try not to make it look messy. So all around the base. Then if you want, kind of some here on top. And as I stated before, that you did not have to base the ham initially with the glaze in between the slices, because see, now we have where the glaze, now that it has loosened up, that it would go through each slice of the ham. Doesn't that look good? Yes. Okay. And we still have, you know, more glaze here, but it's up to you how much glaze you would like to add to the ham. And so now again, if you're taking this ham to a family get together, you want to make sure that your presentation, it looks nice. Okay, so I have a little thyme here. I was looking for some rosemary in the store, but they were out of rosemary, so we'll settle for some thyme. And all I did here was I took some honey and olive oil and put it in the skillet, in a cast iron skillet, and added some honey. Mixed that with the olive oil and just kind of tossed the pineapples, the thyme, and the cherries around in the olive oil, and you can just add this to the top, to the pineapples, the cherries, and the thyme. And so it's just up to you if you want it on the back side or if you want it up top. No preference there. And again, want to make sure, again, we're adding some color here. And so we'll take the cherry, add it there, and one more cherry here. And you can have the cherry, you know, close to the ham, or you can raise the cherry up if you like, whatever your preference is. And you can add more cherries as well. Okay, all right, and that is it. Our slow cooked honey ham is ready to be served. Again, thank you for watching, and remember, sharing is caring. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.